He's one of the best in the business. He's an all-pro tackle, and he protects the quarterback there in San Francisco. And the 49ers have a big game against the Green Bay Packers, don't they, in the divisional playoff weekend. He is Trent Williams here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Trent?
I'm doing good, Rich. Appreciate you having me on. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I just love watching you play, Trent. And the number of people that talk about how good you are. Did you hear Kittle say you're the best player he's ever played with? Did you hear that one?
I don't know if I heard him say that personally, but I mean that's an incredible thing to hear, especially with somebody like Kittle, who I really feel like he's the best tight end I've ever played with. So the feeling's mutual.
So I know you're not a doctor. You don't play one on TV. There's just a general conversation about your quarterback's health. How does Jimmy G look to you getting ready for this big game against Green Bay?
I mean, I apologize for my ignorance. I had no idea he was injured. He seemed pretty good to me last time I laid eyes on him. I don't know. Jimmy's a tough cookie, man. So I know this game means a lot, and I know that he'll do everything he can to be there.
So what is your role, do you think, on this team, Trent? I know what you play, what position you play, but spiritually and leadership and also through your play, what do you view as your role on the 49ers?
Honestly, Rich, I've been around for a long time, and a ton of these guys on the team have been watching me play since they were in middle school or high school. So I think my role is just that kind of that emotional guy that's pretty much been through everything in the NFL, from a lot of ups and downs. So I feel like I can relate to every player in that locker room at some level, whatever level they are or whatever phase they are in their career. I feel like I can relate to them, and that's just how I try to motivate, man, by relating to the guys and just helping them through everything, and then also trying to lead by example and what I put into the game every day. What do you put into the game every day? Walk me through that. I put my everything, man. I think this game consumes me. It consumes my mind. It consumes everything. 98% of the day, I think my mind is on football. Just visualizing, making plays for my team, and just trying to continue to transcend the position of left tackle and to show people that we can be more than just somebody playing in a phone booth and blocking one guy every play. Trent Williams here on the Rich Eisen Show, and then just the general sense of the physical nature that you guys bring to the table. What is it like to watch Deebo work, Trent? Deebo is special. Deebo he's unlike any player I've ever seen. When I first seen Deebo, I think last year, when I was watching watching film from the previous year at 19 when I got there at 20. And, I told him then that I felt like he was one of the best people I've ever seen with the football. And, he reminded me a lot of I've never seen a guy with that burst other than Percy Harvin, and to me, he was one of the better guys I've ever seen in person. And then, I think this year he just blew it out the water. There's literally no comparison to a player like Deebo. And I think we are very, very blessed and lucky to have him on our team. And I think, Cal being such a genius and as an offensive-minded coach, I think that marries up perfectly with one of the, unicorn weapons that we have in Deebo. Trent Williams here on the Rich Eisen Show. The story goes, certainly over the last couple of days, Trent, is that after you got the ball back picking off Dak on Sunday, Deebo told Kyle, give me the ball. You gave him the ball. You scored. That's the way it went. Is that the way it went over the weekend? Yeah. That's exactly how it went. But that's Deebo, man. He's a competitor like no other. He loves contact. Seems like he loves contact. Like he just relishes it. Man, he loves everything. The thing about it is, he can run past 99% of the players on that field. So, you know, that's already scary enough. And when you think you want to go run and get an angle on him, and he's 6 foot in the ground, and all you see is his helmet strike, that's a scary thing for defensive backs and linebackers.
Trent, so you said earlier in this conversation you think football all the time. You talk, your mind is on it 98% of the time. Which defender in the league makes you think about the upcoming battle against him more than anybody else in the league?
Honestly, Rich, week in, week out, whoever I'm going against, that's probably, I think about him just as much as I think about anybody else. But I think the guys the guys who keep me up at night, are the ones who pretty much can do it all. Like, Chandler Jones and Von Miller, Alden Smith back in, when he was in his run, and guys like that. I'm luckily enough I don't have to play against Nick, but if I did, he'll be a guy that can cause some sleepless nights. But blocking the defensive end is one of the hardest positions on one of the hardest tasks to do in the NFL. So there's some of the best well-rounded athletes when you talk about size, speed, athletic ability, and strength.
Where does, in terms of difficulty in your job, does it rank for you to be in motion on a quarterback sneak and get down before the quarterback snaps the ball, Trent?
Oh, man. I mean, the task is not that difficult. I think, just with a chance to clinch that playoff, win and to advance, Jimmy just kind of rushed the operation a little bit. The idea is to catch the guys off guard. Obviously, we're shifting me to the other side of the line to create, another strong side. And that in turn, we want them to kind of relax, maybe shift the line a little bit. You do a tackle over shift, and while they're doing that, that's when we would like to catch them off guard and sneak the ball. But Jimmy seen him on the knee, so he went ahead and snapped the ball, which it was just a tad bit premature. It was, it sucks, man. That's the game is about. I mean, football is a game of inches, and you see how sensitive it is right there.
Yeah, I mean, without that, though, we wouldn't have had the ending of the game that we're all talking about still as a country and a football-loving nation. Where were you throughout that whole process when Dak went on that dash and the clock's ticking down, Trent?
I had a front row seat. As soon as he took off, I thought it was an interesting call, but, obviously that's something they work on.
I bet. Well, I mean, I think they need to work on it a little bit better. But, were you surprised? You were surprised by the fact that because obviously the defense was given, more than just inside the hashes. It was inside the numbers pretty much, from numbers to numbers, even more. So were you surprised that he took off like that, Trent?
I mean, obviously it was a designed quarterback run, so he's probably just calling what, probably running the play that was called. But to me, that's a surprising move. With I don't know how many seconds left, maybe 14, 18 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
that's a pretty a pretty dicey move in my opinion. Especially if you had Lamar Jackson at quarterback, then that's a lot of space for a guy like that. But as far as Dak Prescott, I didn't think that was the best play call that they could have win in that period of time. But
okay,
definitely appreciate it for it.
So as you and I are talking right here, Trent Williams, you think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be playing in Green Bay? That's your sense?
I mean, I just said I don't know his injury status personally, but if I know Jimmy like I know Jimmy. If he can go, he would definitely be suiting up at Green Bay.
Okay. Do you think you guys can win the Super Bowl? You got that sense? What do you think?
I mean, I think any team left in this playoff run right now probably feel like they can win the Super Bowl. So, I think it would be hard to go out there and play in the 10-degree weather or whatever it is. if I didn't think I had a chance to win. So, yeah, of course, I think I probably feel like every other player that's still in this thing.
Yeah, you got any tips on how to stay warm at all?
No, honestly, we're going to be surrounded by 100,000 people, so,
That'll keep you warm.
we got heated benches, all big jackets and stuff.
All right.
So, if I'm getting cold, that means that we are on the field a lot. That means we're possessing the ball, so I'll take that.
Okay. Hey, man, thanks for the time. Congrats on your career as it currently stands and the run that you're on. You go. We'll chat again soon.
I appreciate it, Rich. Thank you.
You got it. That's one of the best in the business. Trent Williams of the San Francisco 49ers here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.